Here with senior Joel Haywood to preview the 2014-15 men's basketball season. First off, last year Adam Vogt was the lone senior. You're that guy this year. Do you feel kind of a sense of responsibility as a leader, and how do you handle that role?
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of responsibility. I mean, it's passed down no matter how many other seniors. It would have been kind of fallen on me anyways, but being the only one, it definitely falls more so on me. But there's also been guys stepping up to help me with that, which is a good way that I can deal with it. Some of the younger guys have to take responsibility as well. So.
Now, the last few seasons haven't been easy in terms of wins and losses. What have you seen that maybe you think this year could be a little bit different?
Just our momentum. It's kind of, obviously those seasons weren't what we wanted them to be, so we kind of had to stop how things were going and get things going in the direction we wanted. I think we've started to do that towards the end of last year and then continued to carry on with it this season so far. So.
Now, it's been kind of a whirlwind for you as far as playing for three different head coaches during your time here. How smooth has the adjustment been for you with Coach Limback, and now that you're in your second season with him?
Yeah, it's nice to have the same coach 2 years in a row. That seems like something people take for granted, but it's definitely nice, and I've gotten to develop my relationship with him and get used to how he wants things done and how we can work together, so it's been really nice to have him a couple of years back to back.
What have you noticed about the development of some of the guys who were thrown into the fire last year? You had guys like Chandler Folkerts and Justin Dammy, Aaron Walker, and Robbie Thomas took on a much bigger role.
Yeah.
How are those kind of guys coming along?
They're progressing very well. We rely on them. Like I said, they're still young guys, but they have a lot of experience since they were thrown into the fire last year, so we use them as leadership, but also they know the ins and outs of our offense and our defense and all our principles that we work on, so they're definitely counted on quite a bit.
How about yourself? What are some of the things that you hope to work on? I'm sure this will be a much different season. Last year was frustrating because you weren't available from the start because of injuries.
Yeah, stay healthy, number one. But I want to be kind of the heartbeat of a team. I have the experience. The guys look to me for leadership, and I want to maintain that, make sure they have me to count on and that I can keep them accountable as well.
Based on the last few seasons, people outside the program probably won't expect a whole lot from this team. Is there an advantage to maybe flying under the radar a little bit?
I don't know if it's an under the radar thing. It's more of a chip on the shoulder. You know, we take that as why not give them everything we have and make something out of this season, make the most out of it. So I think that's what is motivating us.
And what will your role be? I know you've played point guard, but you've also played off the ball. Are you comfortable with both of those kind of roles?
I like both of them. We have a couple of young point guards who will definitely contribute and help us out, so I might be seeing a little bit more too, but I'll definitely be playing the one as well. So.
Max Wegner basically missed the entire year last year. I know he's working back from another injury, but how important is it to have him back healthy?
He's a big key to our success. Last year, I mean, the couple games he played, he was dominating and giving great performances, and it's been a long time since he's been on the floor, but we're definitely antsy for him to get back to playing with us.
What's it been like playing in the GPAC from a spectator viewpoint? It looks physical. How do you handle that toll?
It's a different style of ball. It's definitely physical, like you said, and there's a lot of strong presences in the GPAC, but that's why we have things like our off-season weight program and getting guys to where they need to be physically so that we can handle that when it comes down to it.
GPAC is usually a pretty strong conference, and last year Midland was in the national championship game. How strong do you expect it to be this year, and kind of where can Concordia fit in?
I expect it to be really strong. I know a lot of teams graduated, a lot of people, and people like Midland got big transfers and things like that, so it'll be different than it was last year. It'll be different teams kind of rising to the top, but we definitely hope to compete. We want to be top part of the GPAC, if not very top, so we like to have high goals and try and achieve them.